true is that the very nature of us being alive and living means that we will face disappointment. It's not if, it's when. And the question centers on, have you done your heart work around that area to be prepared for that? I think there's a thought that you work hard, you're gonna get what you're gonna get, you're gonna move forward. But what happens when you work hard and you still fail? What happens when you try your best and it just wasn't enough to make the mark, to get what you wanted? You know, probably one of the most crucial times that I learned this was actually when I was getting ready to graduate college and I was applying for medical school and I didn't get in. You know, I spent 4 years preparing to go to medical school and it didn't happen that way. But what I also do know is that in times of failure, in times of loss, that God has this uncanny way of turning a failure to an opportunity for some crazy, amazing stuff. Even though I didn't get into med school that year, the next 2 years became some of the most amazing 2 years of my life. I say it till today that my 2 years getting my MPH at GW were life-changing. I was doing work that I loved, that I was interested in. I was connecting and relating with people that were doing amazing things that I wanted to learn more about. I had opportunities to travel and really be hands-on, not just theory, but really be hands-on with the type of work that I wanted to do. You know, those 2 years culminated in me meeting my now husband, and we ended up starting a nonprofit together called Making Noise, where we did advocacy work on the issue of sex trafficking victims from Nigeria. And this led to us being able to do some work briefly in Italy, where we got a chance to really work in the field and work with these women whose stories were in the space of they have been trafficked to Italy for sex work. I'm convinced that I wouldn't have had those opportunities had I maybe gone to med school straight out of college. I'm convinced of that. I think those 2 years honestly were a blessing and it was a gift, and it was such a redeeming time where my story could have been, oh, she didn't get admitted into this school, and now became, wow, but look at this awesome thing that I'm getting to now experience. So I ask you, what is it that you failed? What is it that you didn't get accepted to? What test are you taking over and over again? Failure is real. It hurts. I get it. I've lived it. But I wonder if you could change your perspective with me. I wonder if you could see that just on the other side of this failure is an opportunity for an amazing experience that you probably would have never even gotten to engage with had you not failed. Who knows, because you didn't get into law school this time, it means that you're gonna be in the city where you're gonna meet your future mate. Who knows, because you didn't get into business school this time, it just means that you were meant to start that business on your own, with or without business school. The opportunities are endless to think about what's on the other side of this. So, you failed, but you can get back up. You're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, there's still life to be lived. Turn your failure into an opportunity for amazingness. I know it can happen. That's what I lived.